you choose a candle name? How do you choose a candle name? Hello, everyone. My name is Enrique, and I'm the owner and crafter at Newman Candle Co. And today I want to be talking about how to choose a candle name in 2024. So, for many of you, that's your identity. That's going to be your branding. That's going to be part of your logo. As you can see, mine is right here, Newman Candle Co. And then I chose to put when I established it, which was a pandemic project. It started as a pandemic thing, as many of you did. And so that's, but how did I end with my name? So, the name is going to be very, very, very important. You want to build your brand around it. You want to make sure that it means something to you, that it means something to the people that are buying your product, but also that people can relate to it and people can remember it. So how do you come up with one? How do you come up with one that's memorable? So there's many different ways. You can use creativity. You can write names down, just all sorts of names. I know some people, when they're choosing some kids' names, they write it backwards, like Nevea, heaven, and things like that. I know that I had some Dominican friends that I know that they would put for when they would name children, they would do like half of the name of the father, half of the name of the mother, and they would combine them. So there's many different ways to do a name, but I want to give you 3 specific ways where you can use a name. You could choose a name. Number 1 is make sure that the name is easy to pronounce. Easy to pronounce. That's gonna be, sometimes it could be difficult to try and find a name, but when I say it's easy to pronounce, I just mean easy to pronounce in many languages. But just make sure that it's not something too common where everybody has it. So when I was starting, I wanted to name my candle company. I just went through 2 names. The first one was Candela. Candela means candle in Spanish, at least for where I'm from in Honduras and Central America. And I know they use a different word also, but we use Candela over there, and for the most part. And I was gonna name it Candela Candle Co. So I liked it, but then I was like, Then when I researched, guys, make sure you research because they might be trademark on your name, or somebody else may have it. I found out that there was a lot of people with that candle name, candle company name. So I scrapped it, and then I was like, what should I name it? For me, and I go to the second point is just keep it simple. Keep it simple. I said, you know what? I like the Candle Co., Candle Company, Candle Co., because it says what it is. I'm not going to be selling anything else. I don't sell sprays. I don't sell soaps. I don't sell, anything else other than candles. So for me, it was fine. Candle Co. And then I was like, you know what? I want it to be a legacy. I want to hopefully teach one day this to my kids, and maybe one day they teach it to their kids. So why not use my last name? Ba-ba. Newman. It's my last name, Newman Candle Co. And I just fell in love with it. My wife loved it. My kids like it. And so keep it simple. You don't have to, complicate things and just go crazy about it. But if it's really, 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 really hard for you, just what are you passionate about? What is something that, that gets you excited about, that ignites all those things in you, the juices of creativity? Think along those ways. And what can you relate to? It can't be a foreign name. And by foreign, I mean something that you're not really, for example, some people will name a company in a different language, but they have no clue what it means. They have no clue in the context of the culture of candle culture, what it would mean, but they like it. And that's fine, but how are you going to be able to market it? The last thing you want to do is be explaining every single time what the name means. Do you know what I mean? So what you want to make sure is that, sorry guys, that's my dog. What you want to make sure is that you find a name that you're close to, that you're happy with, but a name that says something, that inspires something in you. I know, for example, for me, because I have my name in my candles, quality is top notch. I want it to be top notch. So every year I'm improving. Every chance I get, I'm improving because my name is my name is attached to it. And again, it's very close to me, and I want to be associated with high end product or great quality, awesome performance, and things like that. If you're really number three, if you're really, 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 really having an issue with finding a name, ask for suggestions. In the age of artificial intelligence and chatbots, you can go to ChatGPT if you need to. Um, just put in your the the requests or the prompts, the necessary prompts. So, for example, you could use a street name, probably not your street name, but you could use your state. So for example, I live in Rhode Island. There's no candle company that I know of here in Rhode Island. It's called Rhode Island Candle Co. Um, you know, or the island of, well, we're not an island, but do you know what I mean? Like, so whatever is close to you. I know that some people might want to name it maybe a river that is close to you, or a town or something like that. And so that way it's relatable, especially if you live in a town that's touristy. That might get you a little bit more sales because people want to take something with them that says the name of the place or anything like that. So you can use ChatGPT if you're having issues. Just put your prompts. Like what aesthetic do you have, and put the prompts there, like how long you've had the company, and then it'll come up with some suggestions. You can say, hey, give me 5 suggestions, 2-word suggestions for a candle company, or 1-word suggestions for a candle company, and it'll come up with some. And then you don't have to leave it there. And then you can ask friends, hey, what do you think? And then you make the last decision. Based on what you want. You can make it right there, or you can ask people for their feedback and go from there. You might even want to change it. I've seen people who've rebranded and changed their name. For me, it's important to grow the name and to increase market share, and so that, and when I increase market share, I mean, I want people to not be confused with, oh yeah, that's the company formerly known as. No. I don't want to waste time on that. I don't want to waste time on recreating labels. But for me, it's just, I stuck with this. Now people know my logo. People know, the style, the colors associated with it. I use a lot of craft colors in a bunch of my signature candles, my signature collection. So those are 3 ways that I would suggest where you can come up with a candle name. I know there's some forums, candle forums, where I see all the time, like, oh, I don't know what to name my company. Listen, God has given you the ability to be creative. You can be creative. And, if right now you don't have a name, that's okay. At one moment, at one glance, you're going to have, boom, a moment of inspiration. And just always be thinking about, like, okay, what do I connect with? Because you can choose any name you want. You can choose the name of your dog and be like, oh, like my dog's name is Snooky Candle Co. But does it really connect? Is it really what you want to portray? It may be, it may not be. So those are just some thoughts that I had, because I've been seeing a lot of people asking, like, oh, I can't think of a name. And yes, a name is very important. It's going to be the whole branding behind your company. And when it comes to marketing, you're going to have to, the goal is to be able to have people recognize your product based on what you've created. Okay, so I just wanted to have those thoughts and share them with you. I hope you're having a great day. Take care.